Welcome back to another episode of Highly Unapologetic, the podcast.
Ooh-wee.
Episode, what are we on? 29?
I think so.
You haven't been here in a hot minute.
Like one episode.
And we didn't record last week, so.
Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks since you've been here, but episode 29. And I got some things to get into real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
First of all, well, actually, you have something to say to Jesse right now.
Yeah, I do. It's kind of weird how I was catching all this heat the last episode. And
well, in his defense, he's not at home watching a Cowboy game that he knew the Cowboys were going to win.
But in my defense, we started off pretty very good.
I almost lost that game. That'd have been funny. That'd have been stupid.
I would have been super upset.
That'd have been stupid funny if y'all had lost that game.
Oh my gosh.
But I guess he hooked up with Steven.
Yeah.
And Steven needed a little muscle that you couldn't provide for that refrigerator.
Apparently I couldn't get the job done, so he had to get Jesse over there to.
So was it a big refrigerator? Was it a little refrigerator?
It was like picture a microwave as a refrigerator.
So it was a dorm room refrigerator.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Steven's out.
Again.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Well, he started a new job, man.
Oh, okay.
You know, he's been going through some things.
Yeah.
And he got Stupid Mario to get him a job selling cookie cutter homes, which is cool.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Steven's good at talking.
Yeah, he can do that.
Yeah, he can definitely do that. So he'll be pretty good at that. And so that's whatever. I don't care.
I don't care. I'm not upset.
Steven will be back one day, I'm sure. And he's not going to have anybody telling him he can't come anymore.
Yeah.
So, you know, whatever that is, I'm not gonna put his business out on the air.
He'll run out of fridges eventually.
Whatever. Is it multiple? You were there.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, doing that, and I think I'm gonna head up to Dallas again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, after Thanksgiving and record with Josh again, just on a kind of a whim.
Nice.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not a 17-hour drive like the first time.
The last drive was rough.
Oh man, that was wild.
Yeah, it was.
I can't believe we did that and are still alive and awake to tell about it. But anyways, big news out of the week was this Myles Garrett thing.
Ooh wee.
Did you see that?
I did see it.
So I like to argue both sides of it right now.
You know what's crazy is me and Paul had this conversation at Whataburger at like 3 a.m.
After drinks.
Oh yeah.
So I bet it was pretty good.
It was solid, dude.
So what's your opinion on this? Because I like to argue both sides.
Yeah. I could see both sides for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely, I could.
So you're genuine.
So I guess what I thought about it was, I guess the main thing is like, how is Mason Rudolph not getting any suspension, right?
Right.
So that was like the big deal out of the whole deal because he started it.
So my first thing was, who is Mason Rudolph?
Yeah.
So I Googled him and I realized right off the bat that he's from Oklahoma State. So he definitely does not belong in the NFL anyway.
Wow.
Because Oklahoma State quarterbacks are kind of like Texas Tech quarterbacks, with the exception of whatever his name is in Kansas City.
Patty.
Yeah, Pat Mahomes. Because they're a product of the system.
Yeah.
So my first, that was my, who is this guy? And then my second thing was, man, I'm going to catch so much flack from my brother and top of the dude chain because Myles Garrett went to A&M.
Right.
Sure enough.
Did.
Sure enough. Today, they dropped their episode, and it was he's from A&M, and A&M fans are trying to defend him, and it was, because A&M are trash people anyway.
Yeah, they're just horrible, terrible people.
Terrible people.
Condone that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so here's my thing.
Okay.
I think he's a clown.
Which one?
Myles Garrett.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think both of them are clowns.
That was super clowny.
But I think Myles Garrett.
Was it Jadavion clowny?
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, that was whack. You're pretty good with those, but
that one wasn't it?
No, that's not it.
Oh.
So, clown move, out of character move.
Yeah, for sure.
Out of character move for sure, because I followed him from high school when he was being recruited by A&M. Followed him at A&M, of course, and now in Cleveland. But total clown move, out of character. And the thing about it was, though, he started the whole thing, but it should have ended after he ripped the helmet off. Because if you see him ripped the helmet off. He lets who was it? Maurice Pouncey.
Yeah.
And somebody else kind of pushed him away. Mm-hmm. But he didn't rip the helmet and just start
going at it,
flinging that thing. You know, it was down by his side when that clown quarterback came and attacked him again.
Why I oughta?
Yeah. Wagging his finger.
Yeah.
Why you? You know.
Listen here, bucko.
Wow. Is that what we're doing? Because he's white?
I mean, sounds like something he would say.
Yeah, it looks like something he would say. But the funniest part about it was he got bopped.
Yeah.
Boop. Mm-hmm. And then he turned around to look at the ref and threw his hands up like this. And that other defensive lineman came and shoved him down
in the back.
And he just kind of looked up at that lineman like, what is going on?
Why are you doing this to me?
But now I hear people wanting them to bring up assault with a deadly weapon charge on it.
No way.
On him, yeah. Which is stupid to me because football is, what do you call it? It's like MMA where it's sanctioned violence.
Right.
NFL football is considered sanctioned violence.
Yeah.
So technically you can't bring up charges.
When you signed up for this.
Right. Of course he crossed the line.
Yeah.
Swinging a
helmet.
Swinging a hat at somebody. But he couldn't have swung it at anybody better, I don't think.
I mean.
Mason Rudolph is a clown. But like you said, you know, I don't understand why he doesn't have any fines or suspensions coming his way.
He got fined.
That's it.
Yeah, but that's it. He didn't get suspended. And I mean, I guess the whole thing kind of started with him like trying to get at Myles Garrett.
Well, Myles Garrett started it. He shouldn't have taken. The ball was out.
Yeah.
So he continued to tackle too far, but
which in itself should be a penalty, right? It's roughing the passer now.
Right.
Yeah.
It should have been a roughing. So I mean, I don't know, man. The whole thing's stupid because today he went for his hearing because he appealed the suspension.
Right.
And, a lot of people were talking about he's going to get suspended in the next year, which, I mean, you can't really do if you're basing a suspension on history because the last time somebody ripped a helmet off and started swinging it, the guy got 4 games. So now you're talking about suspending a guy 16 games.
Are you talking about Andre Johnson? Which one?
No. I don't remember who it was, but I think they were swinging at Richie Incognito. And that guy only got 4 games. But now these people want 16 games, which is fine if you're trying to make an example out of somebody. But this is only the second incident.
Yeah.
You can't really be like, man, I'm so sick and tired of.
It's not like Ndamukong Suh.
Of this, stomping on somebody's face.
Yeah.
But he only got 4 games for that too. So I don't know where the president is set in. Okay, so we used to do 4 games. Now we're going to do a whole season, 16 games. Where people are saying, okay, cool, he can come back at week 10 next year.
That is kind of wild because Ndamukong Suh is a huge dude, right?
Yeah.
Like 300 pounds probably. And that other guy, his helmet was off, laying down on the floor, and he
stomped
him with probably a size 16 cleat.
And those cleats are probably 3/4 inch. Whatever they're playing in. I don't know, dude. I hate the NFL. I don't even watch it that much anyway. No. So it kind of surprised me when I was watching the highlights and I saw that it was Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, that sucks.
Not him.
That's a tarnish on Texas A&M, which
because he's had such a good rep, and
that's all I need during the end of this podcast beef. That's all I need is
just more fuel.
Because those clowns over there in Oklahoma coming back at me.
Yeah.
But anyways, man, what I really wanted to talk about was my spirit animal.
Ooh.
There was, I realized, it's probably been 2 weeks. I always watch Instagram stories.
Right.
Most of the time I'll click through them.
Yeah.
But I got a friend named Jacob Lorenzi. He's an original field mile player.
Okay.
And he's got 2 awesome kids. He's got a beautiful little girl, and he's got his older son, King. And his name is Jacoby, but they call him King. And naturally, King and I are best friends.
Right.
Because we share a birthday.
Oh, of course.
And King and I share a birthday with Tony Romo, which makes all 3 of us best friends.
Okay.
But I don't like the third.
You don't like Tony?
No.
Side note.
Go ahead.
Really quick. You know I'm good at these side note things. So I was helping my grandma move the other day. And she was like, how do you feel about Tony Romo?
You love Tony Romo.
I do. I love him.
We mentioned that in Dallas.
Yeah, we did. We had a little side note for that.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, he's the man. Like, what do you mean how I feel about him? Why? She goes, here you go. Gives me a signed Tony Romo jersey.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I was pretty stoked about it.
Can I have it?
No.
Oh.
But that was it.
Oh, that's quick.
That was a quickie.
I used to have a Brian Dawkins signed jersey.
Ooh, B-Doc.
And I had it in a storage shed before I moved to Memphis, and my storage shed got broken into.
Yikes.
So it got taken. So that's pretty
stinks.
upsetting.
Yeah.
It was framed. It was nice. But anyways, I got this kid, and I sent you these videos.
Right, you did.
I love watching Jacob's Instagram stories and his snaps because part of them is marijuana, and the other part are his kids. And specifically, I stop when it's King.
Right.
Okay. So every morning he'll drop King off at school, playing some kind of hip hop in the background. King is, singing whatever. And sometimes King will jump out of his big old truck, look at his dad, he'll dab.
Nice.
And then he'll sprint into school.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I love it so much. For Halloween, Jacob's wife made King a Sonic the Hedgehog outfit. And I don't know why, but King had no idea what to do with his hands. That's what it just seemed to me, because his hands were always up like this. Until he took off running down the sidewalk like Sonic.
He hit the classic Sonic run.
And then he had the Yu-Gi-Oh! Or the
Naruto.
Yeah. He had his, like this.
The Sonic.
Yeah. So that was pretty funny. But I found this video. Actually, I found two videos.
Okay.
And it made me realize that this kid is my spirit animal. I'm going to put this on here real quick. I want y'all to watch this. I'm going to put it on for everyone watching the YouTube video. And just understand how cool this little kid is. So here we go. He's the big guy with the bun, which is another thing that I love so much.
Yeah, y'all rocking the same dude.
Yeah. Watch till the end, man. Dab.
Mid-game.
Yeah. Scores a bucket, dabs, fixes his hair.
Get you some.
Fixes his hair. And it was literally at that moment I texted Jacob, and I was like, dude, I need to put your son on the podcast. This is gold. This is too good not to share with the people. And he's like, yeah, dude.
Go for it.
Like, yeah, I'll tag you when it's done. And then I'm scrolling through Jacob's videos just to find King videos. And this is what really set it off. Check this one out.
This was the moneymaker right
This
here.
was the money. Yeah. I wish I could do this. I've got probably a year or so until I can actually do this like King, but still.
Oh, yeah.
Look at him go, man.
Look at him go.
Look at that hair. I don't think he's ever had his top part of his hair cut since he's been born.
No way.
Yeah, that's why a little tornado.
Spin moves in it.
A little tornado action.
There you go. I'm not mad at that. A little tornado action.
This video to me, look at this. There's basketball practice going on behind him.
Yeah.
That is the equivalent of Little League T-ball.
Oh, yeah.
A kid playing in the dirt at second base.
Like a butterfly on his glove.
Yeah. There is, or the whole part where you fill your glove up with dirt.
Yeah.
And then dump it on your head. I know you've been there.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've done it. That is the equivalent. That's the basketball equivalent. Yeah, that's the basketball equivalent.
Oh, yeah.
But that tornado spin move like that. But I got like 2 or 3 years. So it made me start thinking, you've got a little girl.
Yeah, I do.
And she's got some quirks.
Oh, yeah.
And I love them. I got to spend the weekend with her a couple weeks ago. And I realized that your little girl is probably the cutest bug-eating little girl ever.
Yeah, she was like, no, I don't.
Nuh-uh. Hey, where's the bugs at? No,
I don't like bugs.
that doesn't even make sense. So, anyways, these kids of ours,
Yeah.
they're quirky.
Yeah, man.
Riley has been getting in trouble the past couple of days at school. And today, we called him out on messing up in the library.
Oh, no.
He he goes to the library, and he has told me before. He's got a little friend. I've mentioned him on this podcast before. His name is Jackson, and Jackson's a funny little kid. And Jackson's been over to the house before. He's super polite, but he's weird and funny. And they got put on the same basketball team. And at practice the other day, they couldn't keep it together.
They were just giggling,
goofballing, whatever. And the crazy thing is Jackson's dad is the coach.
Oh.
And was letting it happen.
Oh, no.
I was sitting over on the side going, dude, like, get these two clowns under control, or they're going to do this the whole season, and you're not going to have a good time. Because it's not that fun when it's at my house.
Right.
And I can yell at them.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, while he was over here one time, he was telling me, you know, Riley and him both are telling me, you know, they'll meet up in the library and they'll cut up and fart and, you know, all this other stuff and be retarded in the library. And so today yesterday I got an email that he takes a lot of bathroom breaks, and it's, you know, it's causing him, you know, not to pay, you know, or what did it say? It said something along the lines of he's not getting a lot of information. So when he comes back from all of his mini bathroom breaks in one period,
wow,
he's lost.
Why did they let him take so many bathroom breaks?
That's what I want to know. So you're the teacher, on the podcast. Why would they let him take that many potty breaks?
I wouldn't.
Well,
if a kid asks, well, first of all, I don't even like letting kids go because
you don't like letting them go in the first place.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Because I already know they're not going to the restroom.
See, and that's the thing. When I read that email, I know he's not going to the restroom. I guarantee he's wandering the halls looking for that little chode Jackson.
Yeah, he is.
And coming back a couple of minutes later, and now all of a sudden he's lost, and it's great. And the funny thing was when his mother texted me that she got the email in the first place, it was, this is the class. This is the teacher of the class of his lowest grade. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
So he's coming back. He's lost, and then she was like, he's also has a problem with tossing things in the air. You know, whatever he can find, he will grab it and he'll, you know, lean back in his seat. All of us do that.
Yeah.
You know, that's a ball player in him. You know, that's fine. It's not that serious until I read the part of the email that said the other day it was a pencil that he lost control of, and it went toward another student.
Oh, God.
So, you know, the safety concern of that, you know, comes up. So we have a little, like, discussion yesterday in the van, right?
Okay.
And it's not that serious. Quit using the bathroom so much. Quit asking for all these potty breaks.
Yeah.
Because when you're at the house, you don't use the potty that much. You don't go back to the potty that much. You can sit on these stupid video games for hours upon hours without getting up to use the potty. But now all of a sudden you're in school and you got to pee every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
What's the deal?
How does this work?
I don't know. You know, that's all I ever get from him. I don't know.
Well, what do you know?
So I'm like, okay, you know, that's fine. Cut the potty breaks in half at least. Like, quit going so much in one class period. At least try to
space them out.
Yeah, okay, I went to the bathroom this period already. Maybe I can get one for fifth period.
Yeah.
Whatever. So then I was like, okay, dude, and I get the throwing the ball in there. You're a ball player, you know, stop doing that. Especially pencils.
Yeah.
You don't have the best hands like your daddy does. You're going to miss that pencil and stab your own eye.
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop doing that.
In a Christmas story yourself, dog.
Christmas story. But so then I thought it was over. Okay. So today, take him to school. We get home, and I'm laying in bed trying to get motivated to get my errands done. I got to go to work tomorrow. Get everything done. And I get another text from his mother.
Uh-oh.
That says, I got another email from the same teacher. And I went, crap. And so I opened up my email. And this one was, he got kicked out of the library. Did not give details other than when he got called on it by the librarian, he started arguing with her.
Oh, no.
Like giving her attitude, arguing, being a little turd.
Talking back.
Yeah, talking back. And that's not something that he sees every day because I'm not disrespectful to people. Like you and Jesse and Steven come in here, yeah, we're going to talk trash to each other. But when I'm out in public and it's somebody that I don't know, maybe older than me, whatever, like there's no disrespect ever.
Ever.
Like that's not something he sees.
Right.
And so where he got that, I have no idea. And so I talked to his mother, and she's like, well, maybe all the electronics need to, like, be taken up as soon as he, gets home from school. Because he's on his phone a lot, and he's on the PS4 during the weekends a lot, whatever. And I was like, oh, hey, that's a good idea. He can have his phone at school because if something happens, he needs it, whatever. But as soon as we get in contact with him, hand that thing over.
He gone.
I said, okay, cool. Pick him up from school today. And he's just kind of sitting there. He doesn't know. I know. It's kind of, what's up, Dad? And I'm like, Where's your phone at? It's in my backpack. I said, give it to me. Okay. So he hands it over, and I say, now tell me what happened.
Yeah.
And he goes, man, I was in the library, and I was checking out a book for class or whatever. It wasn't even my time to be in the library, but I saw one of my friends, and I went over to that friend. And I was like, hey, what's up, man? And then I went back to my business, checking my book out, and the librarian got mad at me and kicked me out. And I went, dude, that's not a thing.
Yeah.
Like, now tell me the truth. Dad, that's what really happened. I was like, dude, I don't believe you.
Yeah, not one bit.
That is by far the worst lie I have ever heard. When I was in school, I came up with some pretty bad lies.
Right.
Like I went so far in 7th grade as to get a bad report card, change the grades, and sign my teachers' names to them. Like, try to forge their names on it. Like, at least I was creative.
Yeah.
This dude said, I just said what's up to my friend, and she kicked me out.
Kicked me out.
Yeah. So, little dude tried to lie to me, and now he's been sitting pretty miserable over on that couch all day because he doesn't have his phone. Can't talk to his little friend Jackson. Can't talk to his cousin. Can't play no video games. So, and this is actually his first incident this year, which we're in November now. So I'm surprised we made it this long without incident. So I mean, props to him.
Yeah, he's learning a little bit.
But it wasn't going to be that big of issue until he lied to me.
Yeah.
When you lied to me about it, because you got to understand, and I don't think he does. He's got to understand the kids I work with. They come at me with good lies.
The good stuff, dog.
They come at me with the gold-plated platinum lies, and I'll still figure them out.
Yeah.
But this dude comes at me with by far
with spooky dookie lies.
Yeah, that was an October Duke lie. And so, you ever get any phone calls like that from Jaylee?
No, well, she's in pre-K right now, so she doesn't really get into too much trouble. But she's really bad with, like, she'll try to boss kids around sometimes. So, like, or she's not the best sharer. Yeah. So, like, her mom's told me before she got in trouble or whatever because she didn't want to share the toys they were playing with. Or she was trying to boss kids around. I can't wait till she gets older. I feel like she's going to be a little spitfire. She's crazy, man. Yeah. She cracks me up, though, for sure. Dude, that weekend that we went to Dallas, dude, she cracked me up the whole time. But this kid, I knew I was going to have trouble with this kid because it was kindergarten. He hadn't even been in school for 2 weeks. And he was at this school, and he did after-school care because his mother and we were still married at the time. And we got off late, so he went straight to the cafeteria after school for Adventure Club. In Adventure Club, they made sure they got the homework done first, and then they could go here and watch movies. They could go to the computer lab. They could go outside and play basketball or tag or football or whatever. So I walk in one night to pick him up, and the little girl, it was Judson District over by Rolling Oaks Mall. Right. The school was. And this Adventure Club was ran by girls, students at Judson. Oh, okay. So they would come after school and do this, I guess as a after school job or whatever. And she pulls me aside and she's real aggressive. She goes, "If he does this one more time, I got an incident. He got into an incident, and if he does this one more time, he's going to be kicked out of Adventure Club." And I went, "Does what? Dude, what did he do? He's 5 years old. I'm like, what could he have possibly done?" And apparently, they were outside playing freeze tag. And I guess Riley was it. And he tagged the kid too hard, pushed him down. Right? Right. So Riley, being at that time the concerned kid that he was, he felt bad about it. So he goes to, make sure the kid was all right. Well, the kid kicks him in the stomach. Oh, no. Riley jumps on him. Gives him the business. Gives him the business on his, second week of school.
jumps on this kid and starts pounding him, I guess.
Yeah.
And this little girl went nuts over a 5-year-old barely pounding a kid. You know he wouldn't.
He can't give no damage.
He can't. He wasn't packing any mustard. I know he wasn't. But just the fact that he retaliated on this kid was enough to, send this lady into. So I should have known. And I think he had already started doing karate. If it wasn't, it was shortly after that. I knew I was going to have trouble with this kid. He was going to be, everything your mom says. You're. The way you acted
10 times worse.
10 times worse. And I was like, dude, we're 2 weeks into his school.
2 weeks into his school career.
and the crazy thing about it was when he was at daycare, he never got into trouble at daycare.
Yeah.
Like, the daycare ladies loved him because he was so good. But fooled us all.
Dang. Bamboozled.
And it's been downhill since. Like last year he switched over from Judson ISD to Shirts, Cibolo, Universal City. And he was in trouble like the first week. Just talking, cutting up and whatever. And he had to go, and it's when I was in school, it was very rare that you actually went to see the principal when you were in trouble. You always saw the assistant principals. Right. And so we got a call that he had gotten in trouble. And so when I was asking him about it, he's like, I had to go to the principal. Like, I had to go to the head lady. I was like, oh, no. Like,
God,
what is going on? Like, this is a brand new school, man. They don't know me yet. Yeah. Like, they don't know me. They don't know your mom. Like, why? Like, what are you doing? Like, they knew us at the other school because we had plenty of conferences with the teachers about his disrespect and his cutting up and goofing off. And I think we went to a parent-teacher conference one time, and it was – they were getting him ready for what's the test they take now, the STAR test?
STAR test, yeah.
They were doing preparations for STAR test, and they were trying to make it as fun as possible. So when I went back to the pod, this was probably 4th grade. When I went back to the pod, there were different stations, that you go and learn something different, whatever. Well, when they were explaining what was going on in each pod or whatever, Riley, this is lame. This sucks.
Boo.
Yeah, this is awful. This sucks. And I get the text message from his mother, and it's like, we probably you should probably cut out the word sucks in your vocabulary so often because got a call from Riley's teacher today, and I was like, oh gosh, like this is awful. This little kid.
That's crazy.
But it makes me like it's incidents like this and that and whatever that make me look forward to him being in high school.
Oh, man.
And being more independent.
Yeah.
Having a car.
Yeah.
Just the trouble, that he's going to get
all
into.
Kinds.
Yeah.
It's going to be rough.
When I was in high school in a car.
Oh, gosh.
It was bad. So I can only imagine.
Just get him something like that is super not cool.
So here's my plan, okay? I got a new car.
Right.
I got that Challenger. I still have the Toyota.
Okay.
The old Toyota that my dad used to drive. So when I picked him up for the first time in the Challenger, he was like, I turned 16 in 5 years, and in that time you should be done with this car, right? I was like, yeah. Yeah, good luck with that.
Don't even try it.
Yeah, because by that time I'll trade this one in for a newer one.
Yeah.
So my plan is to fix up that old Toyota that I used to drive and give it to him.
There you go.
Which he's still excited about.
That's money.
He's like, yeah, that's Popo's last car.
Yeah.
It'll be my first car. That's cool.
That's what's up.
So I don't think getting him a hoopty is going to deter him from not doing right.
Yeah.
He's still going to get into trouble.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I just look forward to it. But at least he's not my niece. My brother used to drive a Yukon Denali. He's bigger than I am. And he traded in his Yukon for a Camry.
Ooh.
A brand new Camry.
Big change.
Oh, yeah. Especially for a big dude. Watching him crawl down into that thing is funny. Seeing him in it is funny because he's so big. Watching him
the
try
Incredibles.
Watching him try to get out of that thing is hilarious. And it was said that, by the time I'm done paying this car note off, Gemma will be 16, and I will go buy a new car. She can have this. And the look of disgust on her face was priceless. I don't want that. I'm sorry. You don't want a reliable car, a very good car, like just given to you. Like I had to buy my first car. She's not even going to have to. It's going to be handed to her. So Gemma, what kind of car do you want? Oh, I want a Range Rover. What? No,
that's not gonna happen.
What on God's
a Range Rover?
Yeah, where do you get that at 9 years old, 10 years old? Like I don't understand where that came from. But then I remember I went to Churchill, and I remember one day walking out of the portables to the main part of the campus, and there was a brand new BMW convertible with a big old bow on it. Said happy birthday. I can't remember whose it was. I knew her. Happy birthday, happy 16th birthday, whatever. So, I mean, it happens.
Punch that dude right in the junk.
Oh, wow. Right in the buns. But no, that's funny to me, though. Like, this kid on one end of the spectrum is, no, yeah, give me whatever. I'll ride a bike.
Yeah.
I don't care.
What else?
I want a Range Rover.
I think that's going to be Jaylee, dog.
Is it?
Yeah, because, like, I bought her, like, she has a little Jeep that she drives or whatever, and it's pink, and pink is, like, her favorite color, and green or whatever, but it's
those
pink.
match.
Yeah, super.
Yeah.
But for some reason, she was like, no, Dad, I want a purple one. I was like, what do you mean you want a purple one? Pink's your favorite color. Yeah, but I just want a purple Jeep. I was like, it's not gonna happen, bro. No, you can buy me one. It's okay.
Wow.
Like,
so is that what she's gonna have when she gets her first car? She's gonna want a Jeep.
I don't know what she's gonna want.
Gonna have to save that 4Runner for her.
Yeah, no, that'll be money, especially once I'm like done.
Because you'll have a new 4Runner by then.
Yeah,
that can like swim underwater and
for sure,
and do all these other things.
It'll be a submarine 4Runner. It'll probably be able to fly too.
I was watching this one show. It was Steve Austin had a show, and he would go pick up celebrities and just take them and hang out for the day or whatever. And he went and picked up. You ever watch Impractical Jokers? He went and picked up Sal Volcano.
Okay.
Picked him up in this sweet Jeep looking thing or whatever. And they are in, I want to say New York somewhere, and he pulls up and he starts driving in this lake. Just starts driving into it. And all of a sudden the wheels go sideways.
No way.
And it turns into a boat. So that's where we're headed, man.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's super wild.
I need one of them.
I wish I could take your 4Runner or the Challenger and just drive into the lake and go.
Yeah.
And it was like a legit speedboat. Like it was cruising. Like you could have pulled skiers and everything.
Dang.
So it was pretty sweet.
That's wild.
But yeah, dude, these kids are killing me now.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to him getting older, but he's got to expect the punishments to get.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get a lot
more severe,
a lot harsher.
When he turns 16, I think that's the legal age where I can start punching him in the face. And,
it's legally okay to punch him in the face.
It's legally okay to punch him right in the neck if he disrespects the librarian again.
Oh yeah.
So I told him today too. I said, "Look, I'm already on first name basis with your 4th period teacher. You're going to go apologize to that librarian tomorrow, and I'm going to call your 4th grade teacher to make sure you do it."
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Like, I love it. I love it that I can intimidate him to no words.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
And that's how I am at work, too.
Nice.
It works everywhere. It doesn't just work with him.
Yeah.
But those kids don't get quiet. They back down, and then they try to sneak me.
Oh.
So that's whatever.
So that's a lot more fun.
Well, not the way my body's set up, dude. Like the way my legs and my shoulders and everything are set up right now. Like it's not fun putting my hands on kids, on teenage kids. But it will be fun for this one because he's going to know not to fight back. Yeah. I punch him in the nose one time. He's going to get the idea.
Like, yeah, I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah. I can't remember the last time I spanked him. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to the first time I can punch him. Oh. Yeah. Right in the
knuckle sandwich.
Knuckle sandwich. You can have 2 of those. Double meat.
Double meat.
But anyways, these kids. Got an announcement to make.
Let's hear it.
I'm a little upset at you, by the way.
What did I do? Oh, here we go. Yeah. I think I know what's coming.
Oh, you know what's coming. So I put on Facebook the other day.
Yeah, you did.
That I miss going Grinch mode with my friends.
And
you were my first thought.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to text you because I don't know how sure I am right now. I think if I had to put a number on it, I'm about 20%. Okay. So I texted Demetrius Brock.
Right.
He said, let's go. Because I want people who are going to talk me into it.
Right.
I know you won't. Okay? I know you won't. I already know where your mind's at. So texted him. He said, yeah, let's go. Texted Paul. I know he'll talk me into it or want to talk me into it. Keith, same thing. So I think we're gonna have a little Brett Favre moment.
Okay.
And I'm gonna come back.
Come back out of retirement
I'm gonna bring the Grinches back. I don't know what made me do it. I was watching this past tournament that was in Austin. They went live for it a lot, and I was watching. I was like, man, I sure do miss this.
Yeah.
And it's not like softball. I still don't miss softball.
Right.
I've got people that I will play a tournament here and there for softball, but it's not something that I'd want to do every weekend like I used to.
Right.
Football, with a new schedule, I could do that I could do it every week.
Right.
It was fun. It just started to hurt my bones and whatever. But I have realized that I feel worse now that I'm not active than I was even after a tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hurt during and after a tournament, but I didn't feel like just scummy and like bleh,
yeah, I got you.
Whatever. So anyways, I put that on Facebook. And a friend of the show, Daniel.
Yeah.
Love Daniel.
Yep.
Said, well, I guess this is goodbye, Jazz. And I was like, he gets it. He gets it. He knows.
He understands.
Jazz came back with a nah.
Nah.
I said, wow. So I hid my hurt feelings by saying, I'm probably not going to do it. My feelings,
I was just kidding.
Yeah, my feelings were super hurt. Probably you can have him. I'm probably not going to do this. So keep this clown.
Oh, man.
And then Jacob Alonzo texts me, and he says, have you texted JC yet?
Oh, God.
I said, no, that's your boy.
Yeah.
I'm not going there. If I can't have Jazz, I'm definitely not having JC.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, I think early 2020, we're going to make a little
reemergence.
Yeah, a little reemergence at Andy's first tournament of the year, which is February usually?
Yeah.
February or March. I'm going to redo the logo. I've started redoing the logo. I think I'm going to do a mean Grinch. Just a nasty looking Grinch. Not the friendly.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the friendly Grinches that we used to be.
Right.
That everybody loves.
You want them to...
We want to be most hated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Going for a new...
So, yeah, we're going to...
Angle.
Yeah, it's going to be an identity crisis at first.
Yeah.
Because I like people liking me.
Yeah.
But I also don't care that people don't like me.
There you go.
I got to choose one or the other, and I think I'm going to pick the other.
And I think you're so, like in the mix with everybody that if you do the, like, hate me vibe, they'll get it.
Yeah.
Like...
They'll at least play along with it.
Yeah, until the game's over, and they'll be like, shut up.
But I want to, I want to play a team that we hated first. Like we always fought with Sick with it. Mm-hmm. We always got into it with them.
Yeah.
So I want to get with Andy and be like, hey, put us against them first because we're trying to. We got a tone to set.
Yeah.
We want people to hate us as much as they hate you, Andy. So
that's a lot of hate.
Oh, dude, they tear him up in that petty committee. It's the best. Did you see that picture they posted of him?
Did I? That was so great. Oh my gosh.
Now it's the page picture, and I can't stand Fred and all them and for doing that. That's nuts. But yeah, 2020, dude, we're gonna make a comeback.
Yeah,
and I know how Daniel works. Daniel, he has a short patience. He has short patience for some of his players sometimes.
Right.
So I'm just gonna wait till he gets mad at you one day, like you're gonna drop a pick or you're gonna drop a ball in the end zone or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's gonna cut you.
He's gonna cut me.
And then you'll come home.
Yeah. That'll happen.
Yeah, come home to daddy.
Oh, okay.
And
I think Daniel likes me.
I think he does too. I know he does. But my whole thing too is I told Jacob the other night I don't want to be in charge.
That's a biggie, yeah, for sure.
Like this is still my team. I just don't want to be in charge of the monies. I don't want to be in charge of the finding the tournaments, registering the tournaments, just registering for the league, all that stuff. Right. Just let me pay my money, man, and come eat the middle, and go home, and not have to worry about nothing
else.
Yeah, I don't want to
have fun.
Yeah, because I think what really did it for me the final season. Do you remember that one time y'all didn't come to the game and we had to play with 5, and then that retard was playing with illegal flags, and we had to forfeit that game, and we missed the playoffs, and we. Yeah, that's what did it for me. You showed up to the second game in jorts.
I was hammered.
Yeah, I know. You and Paul both, and probably Renee too.
Probably.
But I need to get with Renee too, so that he can come and play with us as well.
Yeah, for sure.
We also need to get you and Paul and Renee set up on this podcast, man.
I've been trying, man. I texted them today.
But not on my podcast, on your podcast.
Oh, yeah, HDE.
Yeah. So y'all need to come over here one night, all 3 of y'all. And I'll set up everything, and y'all just go. Like, I won't be involved. Right. I'll just sit at the computer and produce for y'all. So y'all can put out a little demo.
A sneak peek.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
You need to do that.
That'll be money.
So after Thanksgiving, I think we need to do that.
That'll be a good time.
But we got some other things lined up. There's a episode 30. Like, I goofed up working all this overtime at work because episode 30 was supposed to be me getting jumped into Jesse's foodie gang.
Oh, okay.
Did you listen to that episode?
The
one you missed.
No. Oh, I listened to some of it. I listened to y'all talk mess about me.
Yeah, we did in patches a few times. And so what we're going to do to get jumped into this foodie gang, they can't beat me up. None of them. Yeah. None of them could beat me up if they wanted to. So plan B for me to get into this stupid foodie gang with them is I got to eat a triple cheeseburger.
That's it?
From Whataburger. Apparently, it's a pretty daunting task. I've never had one.
I've had a quad from Whataburger.
Have you?
Yes.
It's not as daunting as they make it sound?
No.
So I can order the fries, too.
Oh, yeah. I get a large, dog.
Because they said when I eat this thing, I don't have to do the fries. I just have to do, if I want, all I have to do is meat, patty, cheese, and, mayo or mustard, whatever I like. Like, no, dude, throw it all on there.
It's not that serious.
So
I've literally had a quad. Lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, cheese.
Have you seen the video on Facebook of that dude eating like 17 patties?
I saw that.
Dude, that's awesome.
That was wild.
If Jesse was really into it, that's what he would make me do.
Yeah.
But,
for sure.
But episode 30 was supposed to be that.
The foodie jumping?
The foodie jumping. And apparently this gang is like blood in, blood out too. Like there's no, if I want out, like I have to die.
The only way is in the box.
Yeah. So that worries me because
what if I'm tired of eating food?
Right, because I go through stages like that where I don't want to be a glutton.
Yeah,
and so there's that. So that's gonna have to be episode 31 because next week is Thanksgiving,
right?
And I think we're gonna have. I'm gonna take all this stuff to Galveston with us, and I'm gonna record with my brother and my sisters, and
nice.
We are going to. I hope make fun of each other and especially some in-laws, the family members who married into the family.
Yeah, so they're not blood. They're
they're in the family because of love.
Right.
And so I hope we can get my brother and my sister to make fun of their significant others the whole time. That'll be a good show.
That would be funny.
And then episode 31 is going to be the foodie jumping.
Nice.
So are you going to be there that night?
What night?
Well, I don't know when it's going to be, but
oh yeah, I'm down.
Okay, so
do I have to eat a Whataburger? I'll just eat a triple just cause it's fun. I love it.
You don't want to be jumped in?
I mean, I'll support you in your endeavors.
And I appreciate that. So anyway, so what it's going to be is it's going to be all three right there. It's going to be me here. I'm going to turn my mic off.
Right.
Because nobody wants to hear anybody being disgusting on the mic like that.
Yeah.
So you are going to have to carry a conversation with Jessie, and I think you said her name was Regina.
Regina.
Yeah.
She's the other foodie gang leader.
Apparently, there's a whole bunch of it. Do you know Eric Dominguez? He's on Ham too. You'd probably know. You'd probably know him if you saw him. Apparently, he's in it too, so he may be here that night too.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be a big fiasco. So I might plan for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Of recording.
Okay.
So we might even have to do that during Christmas break.
Right.
Where you don't have.
Where I don't have any obligations to be anywhere.
Yeah. Is your football season almost over?
Football's over. Yeah.
Oh, so okay. So in 2 weeks, you get to. I mean, you can start leaving right after school. Yeah. Or do you still have?
I have basketball now.
Oh, you're a basketball coach too.
Yeah. So, but like Fridays that I don't have Jaylee. We don't have practice Fridays, so.
Okay, cool. So we can. I was telling Jesse the other day what we need to do is just pack all this stuff up and go to a Whataburger.
Ooh, that'd be sweet.
And see if they'll let us sit in the corner.
Yeah.
And
I don't see why not.
Be a nuisance.
Yeah.
To their patrons.
Just get all the fancy ketchup.
Yes.
Fancy or spicy?
Spicy. And the higher the number as well. Do you know the folklore about the number on the packets?
No.
So there's numbers at the bottom of these packets. Okay, so say this is a packet and it's right side up Whataburger, fancy ketchup, whatever. Right. There's numbers down here.
Okay.
And the higher the number, the higher the salt content in the packet. The lower the number, the less salt there is.
Is that a
fun fact?
Is that a fact or a myth?
Apparently it's a fact, man. Jesse said he has tested all of them out, and he said there is a noticeable change from 1 to 7.
Oh, so it's a scale of 1 to 7.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I guess 4 and 5 is like the middle ground as far as salt content goes. 7 is extreme salt.
No way, I never knew that.
1 is like not much salt.
Maybe that's why sometimes my fries taste super salty.
Yeah. Well, it also doesn't help that the high school kids are just dumping salt. Yeah, not even caring about our taste buds and whatever.
Yeah.
That's gross. I hate getting a thing of
too much salt.
Yeah, too much salt is bad.
I just like shake it off.
We'll get to strip it out like that.
Yeah. What is that? Like for corn on the cob?
Yeah.
Whisk. What is it called?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
Because I just get a knife with the corn on the cob and just go straight down like 3 or 4 times.
There you go.
And then it's off the cob.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, anyways, got some things to look forward to.
There you go. I gotta try this ketchup out now.
So, when I go to Whataburger to get our triples.
There we go.
Yeah. And now it makes me wonder too when I go to HEB and buy
the Whataburger
Whataburger ketchup if it's the same way.
If they have numbers.
Yeah. But I'm an awful grocery shopper. So it's gonna be the last thing on my mind. I'll forget every time.
Oh yeah.
Because I go to HEB, grab 2 or 3 things that like stand out in my mind, but I have other things that I've needed, like soap and shampoo.
Forgot that again.
Yeah. And I guess I'm just washing myself with water again. So yeah, whatever. But anyways, man, we're about out of time. We're kind of stretching this out about 50 minutes. Y'all go like, subscribe, share, follow. Y'all check out, while you're not listening to us, check out Top of the Dude Chain. We're back to liking them again.
Oh, we like them now?
I guess, dude.
Even after all that
stupid beef and baloney. Yeah, y'all go check them out. They're still they're like, my one rule here is, my 2 rules are no cussing and no politics.
Yeah.
My brother is big into politics, so I'm kind of scared of him getting into politics next week because I don't follow politics enough to be able to have a conversation because I don't care.
I don't either. I don't follow him at all.
But you listen to his podcast, they talk a lot about politics, and it's still entertaining.
Okay.
Like, listen,
Right.
Entertaining but informative at the same time. So, y'all go check them out. Check out the Average Joes. Things you think you don't care about podcast while you're waiting for us to drop more content. And I'm sorry that we have been slacking, because I've been
slack-a-lacking.
Man, I've been working hurting too much. But anyways, we'll get back on track, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yep.